look at me in my eyes, Wisconsin. The Dallas Cowboys are going to murder the Green Bay Packers. Welcome to the 164th installment of Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro, about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about my 2017 NFL Conference Championship predictions in the NFL playoffs.
Tell him, Alejandro!
PA drinkers, the 4 games in the divisional round just finished. You already know Mr. Alejandro's predictions. Let's go over them. I got 2 right and 2 wrong. Let's talk about the incorrect ones, because of course nobody ever wants to say anything when you get things right? They always want to just bash you when you get it wrong. We're gonna start off with the most intense one, baby. The Green Bay Packers on the road in Texas going against the Dallas Cowboys. And of course, Mr. Alejandro is rooting against the Packers. The Packers eliminated his Giants. I want revenge. What happened? Exactly what Mr. Alejandro didn't want to happen. The Green Bay Packers eliminated the Dallas Cowboys. It's a win for me and an L for me. How? I'm gonna break it down for you. It's an L because I'm rooting against the Packers. Oh, I want some revenge. Aaron Rodgers sucks. I hate him. It's also a win for me because every time the Dallas Cowboys fail, I'm happy, baby. That's the Giants' rival. You feel me? So hey, it is what it is. Aaron Rodgers, crazy 3rd down and 20 conversion, son. Crazy to lead to the game-winning field goal late in the game. Aaron Rodgers is on fire, and I do think eventually he will be stopped. But let's save that stuff for later on in this episode. The other one that I got incorrect was the Seattle Seahawks going on the road in Georgia, baby, to face the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons won this game. I expected something like this to eventually happen to Seattle. I wasn't too shocked to see what happened. Atlanta dominated this game, but the Seattle Seahawks are not the team that they once were offensively. Their offensive line is poo-poo. It's basura. I don't like their offensive line, and they need to seriously work on that offensive line. The Earl Thomas injury was a big deal because they did play the Falcons earlier this season and they did beat them when they had Thomas, but at the same token, that line is putrid. And when you make the Atlanta Falcons look like they have goon defense, when it looks like Russell Wilson does not have time in the pocket, and you're going against the Falcons who do not have goon defense, you know your O-line is grade A basura. So Seahawks fans, tell that organization to get their O-line up. Football is won in the trenches. It don't matter who is successful in this league. They always going to be beasts in the trenches. Now let's talk about these upcoming games, baby. We're going to start off with the AFC. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going into Foxborough to face the New England Patriots in Gillette Stadium, baby. I am picking the New England Patriots to win this game. It's going to be a tough game. They played earlier this season and the Patriots won. In that game, Big Ben Roethlisberger did not play. Of course, it's going to be a big difference when you got Big Ben Roethlisberger playing the quarterback position. At the same token, I do feel like Pittsburgh poses the biggest threat for the Patriots on the AFC side, specifically because the Oakland Raiders unfortunately lost their quarterback late in the season. I do feel like the Oakland Raiders would have put that pressure on the New England Patriots. But hey, this is the matchup we got. I like the matchup. I love me some Le'Veon Bell. I love me some AB, Antonio Brown. I do think the Steelers are capable of winning this game, especially because of the Patriots' injuries. Not having Rob Gronkowski eventually is going to affect the Patriots in some way, shape, or form. Even if they're going to win everything, that's a beast. You can't not have him and not miss him. I like Julian Edelman, route running specialist, the new version of Wes Weezy from back in the day. But at the same token, I do feel like when you don't have Gronk, like that's a big deal. He's like the Incredible Hulk of football. But I do expect the Patriots to win this game. It's not going to be easy, but I do think Tom Brady is the best quarterback I simply have ever seen in my life. I know a lot of y'all going to say, is Aaron Rodgers? No. I listened to a rapper by the name of Jadakiss, and he always talks about longevity. Brady's been doing this for mad long. A-Rod has not been doing it for as long because he hasn't been in the leagues as long. So we will see what's up with A-Rod years down the line. Right now, Tom Brady's the best quarterback I've ever seen, and I do think he will defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers going on the road in Georgia to go against the Atlanta Falcons, baby. Real quick, the Atlanta Falcons with that win over Seattle. Future, I saw you on the Atlanta Falcons sidelines, baby. I saw you rooting for Atlanta, and low-key, I saw you rooting against Russell Wilson, who just so happens to be dating your baby mama. Smooth move, Future. Smooth move. Let's talk about this game. Packers on the road against Atlanta. This is a toss-up. Both teams do not have goon defense. Both teams are going to let all type of points go up on this scoreboard, and both teams have prolific, high-scoring offenses. So how is this game going to go? I'll tell you right now, if Green Bay has the ball last, Green Bay's going to win this game, straight up. You cannot stop Aaron Rodgers right now. He's in fuego, baby. He's on fire. But if Atlanta is able to run the football, establish that running game with my mans from Florida State, Devonta Freeman, and my mans Tevin Coleman, then they can keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. However, just now, Dallas, they used Ezekiel Elliott for the most part. They ran the ball 20 plus times, and they still managed to lose this game. So it's going to be tough for Atlanta to pull this one off. I think I'm going to have to pick Green Bay in this one, and it pains me because you know I want to see Green Bay lose. But don't worry, when it's all said and done, if Green Bay does win this game, and New England does win this game, we're going to get a matchup in the Super Bowl, baby. A matchup that a lot of people want to see. Because you know I feel like Tom Brady's the best quarterback I've ever seen. A lot of people feel like Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback that they've ever seen. So potentially we could be looking at a Super Bowl where we have two of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen go at it. And you know who I'm going to pick in that one. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's predictions for the 2017 NFL Conference Championship games in the NFL playoffs. TA drinkers, do you think the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers will be victorious the way that Mr. Alejandro predicted it? Or will I get my predictions wrong as usual? You know what you gotta do? Tell them in the comments.
Tell them.
Tonight's bow tie is blue. Get out of here, Packers. Shoo! The Falcons are coming for you. Tune in for more sports, cars, video games, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or a topic, tell them outro music. Yeah. TA drinkers, my Knicks played today. Guess what happened? They lost. Yo, man, these Packers, they gotta lose. Atlanta, I'm rooting for you, son. However, shout out to the Falcons, real talk, because I expected them to be losing already. Feel me? I thought they'd be eliminated. And by the way, Lil Wayne, stop rooting for the Packers, man. You get me upset with all this Packers fandom.